Oh, the tire might be flat. That's not bad. It just feels terrible after riding the V11 for so long. Gotta say, it feels weird riding on the tiny tire. After having ridden on the big 3-inch tire of the V11 for a while, this little tiny tire is very squirrely, but it's so nimble. This V8 is the little wheel that could. I can't believe what this wheel can handle. It's amazing. I ran it through this pump track the other day. I've taken this thing up extreme inclines. It's really a badass little wheel. What is happening, y'all? My name's George and I do electric unicycle videos. I release videos every Monday and Friday, so be sure to subscribe to the channel. And if you've ever ridden an Inmotion machine, hit the like button. Before we get started with any tips or anything, just try to remember not to get discouraged if you're messing up, if it's really hard. I mean, I've posted another video in the past which showed how much of a struggle it can be to learn to go backwards, and I'm going to show this footage pretty much raw so you can see, you know, I'm making mistakes. It's not just something that you pick up and do, it's something you have to practice.
Calm down, bro.
Oh, still need a lot of practice going backwards on the V11. I'm getting pretty good at it. It's just so heavy and so nimble. You end up getting spun sideways so easily. It's just so responsive to turns. I'm wondering maybe if I tried a lower tire pressure, it would help. Getting a little better at it though. I'm getting better. You know, the rocking back and forth is a lot easier on this than the V8. But the control on this is harder because it's so responsive. Oh.
Calm down, bro.
Yeah, the motor definitely handles that back and forth transition better. So it does make it a little bit easier to go backwards on this, which is nice. And I'm definitely getting much more controlled. And again, it all just comes back to practice, guys. Practice makes perfect, especially with going backwards. It's all new muscle memory. It's all new muscles that you don't usually use. So it's definitely going to be tiring. And it's just going to take a while for you to figure it out, for your brain to figure out its opposite controls, you know? It's essentially inverted. For me, the first step to learning to go backwards is conquering the fear. You need to not think about falling backwards or hitting your head or anything like that. You just gotta go for it. You know, trust me, you're not going to accelerate too hard. That was one of my big fears when I first started trying to go backwards, was that I was going to lose control of the machine. Au contraire, my friend. It's very hard to get yourself to give it enough gas. That's actually the problem, is you're not creating enough acceleration, so you're not staying up. It's the same as trying to go forward real slow. Like you're going to fall off to one side or the other. You got to give it some oomph. But you got to be gentle about it. Don't just try and crank on it. You got to smoothly transition from forward to backward. But it's all about body control. It's all about trusting that the machine's going to hold you up. And it's about being gentle and delicate with your movements. You really want to just be able to finally, very slowly, transition back and forth, keep yourself up. You know, honestly, the more you practice, the better you're gonna get. You're gonna get stronger in your legs, your feet, your calves. Your muscle memory is gonna evolve over time. It's just gonna get easier and easier. I mean, it probably took me a solid 3 hours of non-stop practice just to be able to go backwards at all. You know, and I've probably spent 8 to 10 hours practicing going backwards only now, spread out over weeks. One thing that really helps when trying to learn these electric unicycles is sleep. Honestly, building those connections in your brain overnight is really important to being able to actually learn how to do this subconsciously. You really want to spread your training sessions out over the course of days and even weeks. You know, maybe just do an hour a day, an hour of hard practice, just trying as hard as you can for an hour, and then walk away and come back tomorrow. You know, let your brain think about what it did today, you know, and then tomorrow when you go back out, you're going to be even better. The Inmotion V11 specifically for going backwards is a touch more challenging because of how high that pedal height is. You know, it definitely makes the machine so responsive that it can be difficult to keep yourself in the straight and narrow. Alright guys, thanks so much for watching today's episode. As always, be sure to like and subscribe. Leave me a comment down below. Ride safe and we'll catch you next time.